Hello lads and ladies, and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today we are back for another Sky Bet League One video. Now this channel is still a Sky Bet League One channel with some League Two content. So if you're a League Two fan, there's lots of content on the way for you guys as well. But League One content is the prime focus at this moment in time. And we are currently 3 weeks away from the Sky Bet League One season starting. Now, we've had a look at unpopular opinions, we've had a couple of long roundups, but today we're going to sit here for about 10 minutes and just go through some of the key transfers that every club has made. If you like this sort of stuff, please drop me a like. We dropped, I think, 290 likes on the last one. And if you are new, please subscribe, get notifications on. This is your home of Fleetwood Town, League One, League Two, Matchday vlogs, so much more content, and I need your help. Let's get on with the video. Barnsley have brought in Roberts from Birmingham. Barrett has come in from Sheffield United. Conor Hourihane have been the main ones that have come in, really. It's been a quiet window. Andy Dallas did leave the football club. They've had a couple of departures, obviously, that didn't sign new deals, like Devante Cole. Cadden left the football club. Kane has gone to Huddersfield. Hampson has gone in at Birmingham for a big reported fee. Alfie May, another one. $750,000 reportedly. He's got a big location, bonus, a big wage packet there for leaving Charlton on a long-term deal. Bailey Peacock-Farrell as well, who's had experience at this level with Sheffield Wednesday as well. They brought in Ryan Alsop, who's been at Hull and been around this level as well. So they brought in some good players, Birmingham. They're just a couple of the ones that have come in. The players that they've left, like Gary Garner, who's gone to Cambridge on a free transfer. Roberts, who's gone to Barnsley. Etheridge, who's an experienced but getting older goalkeeper. He was in his prime, really, at Walsall, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago as well. Blackpool have had a short window, but they brought in 5 players, but all 5 players, I think, can fit the system. Lee Evans is an experienced midfielder. They wanted buyers, but he's gone to Port Vale to link up with his old boss. They brought in Jordan Rose, who was a success last year. They brought in Coulson, who was a success last year. Coulson gave him something different last year when he came in January. They signed Ashworth, who has had experience at this level before. Not a great one, but at Blackpool, hopefully adds games to his game as well. Ashley Fletcher, he's 26, 27, 28 now, I think he is. Around late 20s for a cert. But he needs games. He needs to find a home because wherever he's been, he's not found a home and he's not scored goals regularly enough. Shane Lavery went to Cambridge and Callum Connolly went to Stockport. I like some of those players, but they are good enough for League One. Are they good enough for what Blackpool want to do in League One? Bar Ekpiteta and Dembele was on loan. I think Kamoko Dembele and Marvin Ekpiteta, who they wanted to keep, would have been the only ones to be good enough for where Blackpool want to go. Bolton, I think, have been very, very smart in their signings. When you think about the players that they brought in, Lolos being the key one from Crawley, they brought in just over a month ago. Great signing. Scott Arfield obviously went to America after his time in Glasgow at Rangers, and obviously known at Burnley as well. Did a great job over there as well. He's now 35 years of age, so he's got to, be careful with the amount of games he plays. Bristol Rovers, when you think that the likes of Sator is a great signing. Hutchinson, great signing. Did very well at Walsall last year as well. Lindsay. They've also brought in Promise Omocheri, who is a good player. He's raw, he's exciting, he's strong, he's fast, he's agile. He's been at Fleetwood for 2 years. He scored 11 goals in, I think, just under 70 games as a winger. He sometimes played up front as a 2. Promise is a great player if you give him 2 seconds to score a goal, he's a very good instinct player. You give him time one-on-one, he's not the greatest. Sometimes he can be a bit clumsy, fall over his own feet, but he's naturally strong. He's one of the strongest players that Scott Brown had ever seen. That's what he said on New Year's Day 2023. Anthony Evans has gone to Huddersfield, and we'll talk about that later. Sam Finlay has gone to Tranmere, location-based, you'd imagine as well. Gibbons has left to go to Cambridge. I thought he'd always go there. Burton, wow. Elliot Watt, Webster's coming from Chelsea. Obviously, the manager there has worked with him before at Chelsea Academy. Billy Bowden, another one, experienced, 32 now, ex-Bristol Rovers, of course. Bannon from Queen's Park in Scotland. Sharara's coming as well from Shrewsbury. Orsey from Crawley is the signing of the lot, but they signed Stockton 12 months ago. That didn't go through. When Burton have signed players in the past, it's always been, they signed this, they've signed this. Burton, top 6, top 10, top 12. They signed very well last year and the year before, and they don't fail, but they don't always live up to expectations. Cambridge, I like the signing of Shane Lavery. I think he's like a pit bull. He chases, he runs hard, but he's made of paper, as people would say. His injury record isn't good. He can score, I think he can score 10 goals for Cambridge next year, and that'd be massive for them when you've got the likes of Kai and Kachunga still at the football club as well. Gary Gardner's an experienced signing as well. Ryan Loft. Charlton, wow, what a window. Gaston Hadme, look, Gaston Hadme is still only 23, and he burst onto the scene in pre-season about 4 years ago when he must have scored 6 or 7 in pre-season for Portsmouth. And then he never really hit it. He had a good couple of years at Burton, never really got the chance at Ipswich, and for a fee of nearly £1 million. I think Gaston Hadme is a good player for £400,000-500,000. I don't think he's £1 million player at all. I think if Alfie May doesn't leave Charlton and they bring him in, they're bringing it in for half the figure. They're panicking a little bit. They want a striker as soon as they can. Edwards, Doherty from Hull, which I think is a great signing. Godden. Now, Godden was one of the best strikers in this league. He's a 15-goal a season striker in League One. Look, they've lost 23 goals now if they make. Can they get 15 from Hadme and 15 from Godden? Yes, and then they've improved. Godden's 32 now, and obviously Coventry want to move forward with, the younger players between 21 and 28. He's slightly out of that system, but he's done a good job for them to where Coventry are now. He's probably taken them as far as his quality will allow. Crawley. We'll go through the departures first. Gordon, gone. Adam Campbell, gone. Will Wright, gone. I think that's how is he still in League Two? I don't know. Orsey, gone. Lolos, gone. Adai, the goalkeeper, gone to Stockport. Lolos is 23. Adai is 26. Adam Campbell's 29. Will Wright's 27. They're selling players of good ages. I know Adam Campbell's dropped to Hartlepool, location based. Tasola, gone to Notts County. Gordon, gone to Notts County. Gladwin's retired but seen on as a coach as well. It's just worrying. It's worrying when you look at it. The players they brought in Flint, they brought in, good players. Malone as well from Gillingham. It's a good signing. He's still 33. Obviously, he was at Derby just a couple of years ago as well. Gillingham last year as well. Exeter, Bird's come in. Ryan Woods has come in. McGuinness has come in. I like McGuinness. 33, maybe good for a year. Players going out like to Tom Carroll, Will Aimson. Will Aimson got better as the season went on. I think there'll be mixed feelings there because he's a good player, but maybe on the periphery of the fan base because I don't think he represented them as well as he could do at times. He made a couple of mistakes. Hartridge is a big loss going to Wickham. They knew that a couple of games before the season as well. Huddersfield, they've come down. They've got Duff as manager and they've signed 5 or 6 players in Anthony Evans, who knows League One and he's 25 years of age. The best right wing back in the league last year, in Lars Sorensen. Duff plays a back 3. That is the best signing they will make. Herbie Kane, who is still 25. Mikael Miller, who's athletic, who's 28 and who's won promotion out of this league just a couple of years ago as well. Phillips, who's 24, and High, who's 23. So a good age pedigree as well. The likes of Redoni has gone to Coventry, which is a big loss for them. Rowe has gone to Gillingham. Mahoney has gone to Barrow. And Jordan Rhodes has gone to Blackpool. But I think they were probably down here at the start of the season at League One level. I think they're up here now. Leyton Orient, they're bringing the likes of Lewis Warrington in, which is a great signing as well. Charlie Kelman, great signing. But losing Will Satori, I think, is a big loss as well. One of their biggest losses, but bringing in Joe Piggott, who's 31 now. If he can get back to his goal-scoring pedigree of 5 or 6 years ago, there's a chance. Lincoln have lost Lucas Jensen, Lars Sorensen, but they brought in the likes of Rob Street, Pardington as well as a backup goalkeeper, you'd imagine as well. Derikwa, who has had experience at this level. He's 32, good right wing back. McKenrian, which I think is a great signing, 22. He fits the bill of Lincoln, young, come from a league below. They can develop him. They've still got Ethan Erahan, which is the best thing they'll do this year. Tom Bayliss has joined the football club. Tom Hamer's coming from Burton as well. Mansfield, Deji Oshalaja, Fraser Blake Tracy, Lee Gregory are the standout three as well. Backers has come in from St Mirren, which I know everyone's excited about as well. And they brought in Mason as well. A good window. They brought in some experienced players. Lee Gregory's 35. Fraser Blake Tracy's 28. Oshalar's 31. He was a bit unmobile-like at Burton. He was easy to pass last year in that Burton midfield. Northampton Town, Tom Eves. Welcome back to League One. 32. Ex-Rotherham, Hull and Gillingham striker as well. James Wilson, another big striker at this level as well. Callum Morton returns, 24, never really hit it in the last 4 years. Spells at Lincoln City, Fleetwood Town, Forest Green Rovers, Salford, and back to Northampton, 24. Needs that bit of confidence as well. Peterborough then, the oldest they've signed is 23, and I think it's a Debussy from Crewe. But in Kearney's for around about a six-figure fee, a low six-figure fee, who's 21, who's made about 85, 90 appearances for Fleetwood. Never really started games, so his stats lie a little bit, but a good raw player, scored 2 in a pre-season game the other day. Chris Clark, ex-Fleetwood at Altrincham, scored 20-plus goals last year. He's a good player, and he's a posh-type player, plucked up from the non-league, will polish him up, have 100 games, and then he'll be go for £3, £4, £5 million. Ronnie Edwards going to Southampton for a big fee. He was 21. He was always going to have to go. Josh Knight going to Hanover is a loss. Reading, no new arrivals, which their takeover needs to happen. It's worrying. Their takeover needs to happen. Needs to make sure there's some security there as well. They did bring in 5 or 6 in straight away last year when it kind of got flexible that they could bring players in. Moller's left, Nesta Guinness Walker's left. Rotherham must have signed about 12 players in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks when the window opened. Powell, I think, is the most important one for set pieces. Kelly knows the level. Clark Harris knows Steve Evans, knows the level. Cameron Dawson, location-based, good goalkeeper. Joe Rafferty, good right-back, experience, nearly 400 games in the EFL. Sean Raggett, again, similar, promotion last year as well. It's been a great window. Zach Jules I really like as well. And I think Steve Evans is cooking. And people go, yes, he's a big man and he will cook. He knows his level. So when he gets out, when he gets going, he's hard to stop. Shrewsbury, Savin in goal from Accrington, good goalkeeper to replace Morosi who left. Toto Nsiala has been there before and he's worked well under Paul Hurst. Hull, again, Bristol Rovers they picked up. Harrison Biggins picked up from the league below, has proven this level at Fleetwood as well. Idowu has come in as well from St Mirren. So again, good window. George Lloyd I like from Cheltenham. Again, his goals reputation down there, but his performance is about up here. So sometimes I know he's an attacker, you can't always judge. I think that's a typical Shrewsbury signing. And also, John Marquis, really good at Doncaster, did okay at times at Portsmouth, okay at Lincoln, okay, at times at Bristol Rovers. Shrewsbury, Savin in goal from Accrington, good goalkeeper to replace Morosi who left. Toto Nsiala has been there before and he's worked well under Paul Hurst. Hull, again, Bristol Rovers they picked up. Harrison Biggins picked up from the league below. Stevenage now, Dan Kemp, what a signing. Phillips, what a signing as well. And Pere, what a signing. Alex McDonald and Kane Hemmings are the biggest two out. Harry Anderson's gone to Collier. I think it's been a decent window for them so far. They've not lost Big Goridi, they've not lost Pidge. So it's a decent window so far. Stockport County, Florini's come in, ex-Blackpool, ex-Lincoln as well. The Man City stag, I think, gets him a better move than maybe you may think elsewhere, but he's still a good technical player. Bate has come in from Leeds as well. Callum Connolly, a bit of a wall at this level, got a bit of an injury at this moment, but done well at this previous level with Blackpool. Dye, great goalkeeper as well. Mellon from Burnley as well, who did very well in League Two till January last year, and then went to Dundee. Burnley's partner club as well. I think it's been a great window, and they've kept Dave Challoner. Gone up, they've had to let a few go to make room for the better players, if you get me, those experienced players. But they've dropped the age gap as well. I think when you look at it, Brian's 31, Madden's 34, Crowsdale's 29, Sargent is 32. Wigan Athletic, Andy Lonergan's come in as a kind of as a backup goalkeeper, experience, 40 years of age, ex-Liverpool and Everton of recent years as well. He's at the lower league, Scott Carson. Williamson, good signing, 30 years of age as well. Rankin has come in as well, good signing. Wrexham, Okongwu, that was the first signing they needed to make, and it was the most important signing they'll make all year. 22, one promotion, they've got him back, which is great news as well. Revan has come in from Villa, Brunt's coming from Leicester, Burton's coming from Plymouth. So they've added them, and George Dobson, box to box, on the ball, so comfortable, can move it side to side. He'll get 70, 80, 90 passes a game, will be involved in the game. He'll make Wrexham tick. And then Wickham, Alex Hartridge, we mentioned before, has come in. Batkinson's coming from Sheffield Wednesday as well. These are good signings. Udo as well, a big striker. You're the Sam Vokes type. He's 27, was one of the better players when he came back in after being frozen out under the previous manager. But Paul Hurst put his faith, and he scored 6 or 7 goals towards the end of the season last year. We have had 250 departures and 182 arrivals at the time of filming. Now, this video is being filmed on the Friday, and you're probably seeing this on the Monday. So there's probably been a few more. But let me know your club's best sign. I want your comments down below, and I'll see who's watched it till the end. Right, I want your club's best signing. I want your club's maybe secret weapon. Who's going to be the one no one's talking about, but is going to be the signing of the summer for your club, and maybe the signing of the window for the whole league as well, and maybe a signing that you'd like to see your club make in the next few weeks as well. If you did enjoy this and you'd like me to see this do, a couple more times before the window shuts, let me know down below. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later. I have been Cod's Vlogs. Until next time, I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching this latest League One instalment. Should we do one for League Two? Let's get cracking.